The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Well, you talk about this Jets defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Throwing is Wilson. Caught by Allen. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. What?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistent. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Rodgers going to throw. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers wants to change the look.
Hey, 626.
He'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 59 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're going for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Inside.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Slot man moves right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. The Jets at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
These two teams all tied after one. Third and 12.
Get 300. Get 300. Jump out.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. But that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Wilson.
At the 37-yard line.
This will be caught. Judy. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not when you expected when the play began.
On third down, here's Eckler. There he goes, left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. On second down, Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14 to 7.
14, Jets 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14 to 7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14 to 7. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. This is Smith with the ground. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook from 6 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Wilson wants a different look.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Cook
is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
26.
Now Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Zerlin's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Jets 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
30. Go right.
Now it's Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. First down, here's the run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, take 26. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, Mike. Easy. Inside.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Cook following the penalty. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
50. Get 300. Get 300. Look at you.
Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 24, Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Chargers.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Wilson. It'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Wilson changing the play. Off play action. Wilson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
What? I got listen. Touch 50. Screen up.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
They go play action with Wilson. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Chargers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
35. Jets 24.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
26.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Hey, 626.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Inside. Inside.
Rodgers again now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's pulled in by Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 28 yards. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Slip it down.
Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as a hit.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math.
but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw is Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Got to have this one. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less in a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
58.
A loss of 9.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.